Alright, welcome everybody to a new series I'm doing. This is Palworld. So, if you don't know about Palworld, it just recently entered the 1.0. It was in open access, early access for a long time. I think probably 2 or 3 years. Which, I mean, looking at Valheim's been in open for 6, so I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Palworld it's an open world curated, so it's not randomly generated. Island's the same every time. It is a I'm just gonna call this YouTube Island. It is a survival crafting game, and it has I hate comparing it to Pokemon, because it is a creature collector, but I'm actually going to turn experience down to 0.9. This is going to go to 0.8. That can stay normal. This is going to go to 0.8. That can be normal. Work speed multiplier 1.5. Deterioration rate 0. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just kind of changing... I'm changing a couple of the world options to what I prefer. Like item decay. The food doesn't decay. I hate that the food goes bad, period. Durability loss multiplier, I'm also going to turn off. If you play with different settings than I do, that's fine. I think the amount of durability that your equipment loses, like I can turn it to like 0.1. So it will lose durability. I'm just going to keep it on 0. So, there's also random pal mode. After I finish this YouTube series, I may do one where it's randomized and randomized levels and just try to do like hard mode. We're going to turn it up to 5 maximum gate bases. And no limit on structures. Alright, that looks good to me. So, yeah, just kind of putting into perspective, the island, the beginning area that we spawn in, we're going to be Bujin. And shockingly, as you can probably tell from my voice, I'm not a woman. But, I'm a very pale man. The legs always look a little out of place. Keep that normal. I like the star eyes. Cool. Wind tossed. That's closer to what my hair actually looks like. Minus the side cut parts. I'll go wind toss. And then I keep voice 4 just because it's the least annoying. I wish they would add like 2 more of each gender voice, like a high-pitched and a low-pitched. That's Lamball, Chickpea, and Kativa. So I've been playing this game a whole lot with some friends. We have a multiplayer server. And we've gotten about to the end, I want to say. It's, we're at the part where we're gonna fight one of the big bosses, like right before you go to the World Tree. And one of the big draws at 1.0's launch was that you can go to the World Tree. And as for the length of these episodes, I'm not going to keep them crazy long. Like, I'm going to aim for like 20 to 30 minutes. And that's for 2 reasons. One, it's because like bitrate's big, the videos are large. I want to upload these fairly consistently, and then what do you call it? I want to upload them fairly consistently because it's just going to take up a whole lot of room on my computer. I was trying to think of what I got. That was a really good chest. So, whole point of this game, you get experience, you learn new recipes all the way down to level 80. So I turned my experience multiplier down to 0.9 so I get a little bit less. And that is to circumvent the fact that, like, I changed a couple of the other options. So food doesn't spoil and my gear does not have durability. that just removes a lot of the really annoying grind late game. Like, it's not a big deal early, because to repair your stuff, it takes, like, wood and stone. But when you get to the point where you have, like, coralum, and you have to go dredge the ocean for it, it's really frustrating to try to get, some stuff. Oh, wait, I have to talk to this person. So, I did level up. You want to just go ahead and get everything except the PAL dressing facility in this tier, because that's going to teach you... I'll go down the line, and I don't need repair bench, and wooden structure. So, PAL box. This is pretty much a Pokemon PC, and the cool thing about it is it's like, if your guys die in your party, you don't just go and fully heal them at the box. You dump them in, and you have to wait 10 minutes, so it is semi-permadeath. Like, you have to revive them. You can't just keep them in your party long enough and they'll come back like in Pixelmon. You've got PAL spheres. These are super low level. I try to just stock up a ton of these, because you can use them for a while. You can use them like up to level 20 or 30 stuff. It's really low catch rate, but it's fine. Campfire keeps you warm during the night, and you can cook food on it. Wooden chest. It is exactly what it sounds like. I have a mod installed. I don't know if it's active, but it is a mod. And it's pretty sweet. So, that being said, wooden structure set is the big one. So when we figure out a place that we want to make our base, we can go ahead and get that underway. So, scouting party survivor. They're like level 20. So, we hand her the device, she quickly gets to work. That beginning thing is like, oh, you woke up on the island too? And we're like, yeah, bruh. There I've installed a survival guide. It's the fruit of our literal blood, sweat, and tears. If it helps even one person, then, well, our sacrifices wouldn't have been for nothing. There are more than a few entries in there that's essential for survival here, so try to make good use of them while you can. Once you've got those sorted, let's see. Ah, there's a small settlement just a short ways ahead. You should go there and see if they can help you. So, yeah, this is enhanced stats. I go a bunch of carry weight and work speed. My pals handle the brunt of most of the early game combat. I really don't like the beginning quests. They give you good experience, like it helps kickstart you, but it's annoying. Because they're like, capture 3 lamb balls, and I'm like, I don't want lamb balls, and also I don't unlock PAL Essence Condenser for a long time. So, it's a little annoying, the early game grind. So, we need to check the survival guide. We need to pick up one more branch and get wood. Place a primitive workbench. I want to get a couple more hunks of wood before I go ahead and do that. I also broke a bunch of berry bushes. I wanted the berry seeds because that's... To be fair, I'm a little scummy to my guys. I eventually lead on to salads later once I unlock lettuce and tomato plantations, but for most of the game, they will be eating berries, my guys, at the base, because this has a very big base building allure of the game. It's like, you make your own little town, your guys work there, and the reason ooh, this is really good. There's also an egg down there, which I want. Eggs are not... There's another one, like, way off, right where my crosshair is that you can see. But, that's big. So, that being said, we want to find a good place to build. So, there are a couple early game places that I know of. We may have to try to... I want to try to level up. I think next level... We can go for the straw pal bed. If we try to hack down a tree, we can get some fiber, and that would be sufficient for making a bed to sleep through the night. It would be good if I made an axe, but we really just need a campfire and a bed. We don't even really need to put... Actually, I think I can't put a bed outside of a, like, structured area. And training manual is good, but I don't have a pal yet. I want to get Fox Sparks, should be my first guy. And it's because early game, I don't mind any of the grind, but cooking food and stuff specifically is good, and having a fire pal allows you to. So once we get a pal, I'll show you what I mean by, like, cooking food and stuff for us. So every pal has work suitability, and that means there's a bunch of different jobs that are delegated between the... I'm sorry, I forgot to censor the word job. But there are a lot of different tasks that your pals can help with, and it's good because once you deploy them at a base, ones with good work suitability can do the various tasks around the base. So there can be some that are like really good at cooking stuff in a furnace, but you think about it and you're like, okay, well, it's great that they can cook stuff, but I don't need to cook things right now. I need to like craft something at a workbench that's very labor intensive. Grab some more food. We can live off of berries for a while. And so we can cook the berries at a campfire. I like to keep my hunger topped off. It's the higher your hunger, the faster you regen. And so it'll convert hunger into lost health. Some pals are immediately aggressive and will attack you. This is a lot bigger of a deal in the early game than the later game, because in the early game, you don't really have strong pals that can help you. Tiefent? You can come with me. So, if you hit them in the back, you get the back bonus, and then it rolls 2 chances, so it goes up a little percent, and then you have to run the second check. And this is Tiefent. Restores 20% of the player's health when health falls below 30%, and it knows Aqua Gun right now. I'm going to name you Smartbow. Because he's not Dumbo, because he's in my party. So make sure I keep him on defensive. But now, if I pull him out the ball and tell him, okay, buddy, hit him. Can you hit him? Alright, so this chickpea is immortal, so I'm just going to leave him alone. We are going to need some of these paldium fragments. These spawn near water. You can get much larger concentrations of them. Oh, here we go. So, working together with our pal, we can just go ahead and beat this thing down. We get aquatic pal fluids from this, and that is, I'd say, pretty crucial early game. I want like 5 of them by the time I make a base. Is that a green sphere? I didn't even know that was supposed to be in the beginning area. So yeah, we're about halfway through the day. You can see down in the bottom left next to my little temperature meter, you can see the progress of the day. We're going to run over here and grab this. So we have different sphere types, and the different sphere types are sweet because this has a catch rate of 14 as opposed to the capture power of 7. So I'm twice as likely to catch something with a green sphere as I am a blue sphere. And sometimes there's a chest that spawns over here. Yeah. Okay. And another pal sphere down the hill. So, for the most part, we're kind of just collectathoning. Ooh, okay. Smartbow, he's level 2. I don't really need him to be higher level. Later on, when I start hatching pals, that is going to be when I want to use these training manuals. To just immediately boost my guys up. They're pretty much XP candies from the recent Pokemon games. But we're coming up on Mammorest. Mammorest is not immediately aggressive to my knowledge, so we're okay. I think I missed a chest up there that can spawn and a castaway journal, which is good experience. But I did see another guy, actually another 2 guys. Back bonus 40%. Back bonus 40%. So I actually failed that check, and now he's mad, so I didn't get Pupperai either. Okay, so cook him. Hit him one more time. Okay. So the first time you catch a pal, you get a big chunk of experience. Okay, so now I've got... you are going to be Basil? I like to name all the guys I put in my party. And then Pupperai. Pupperai is really good early game because he is strong against most of the guys. So, you can see the type chart. Ground beats electric. It's not a lot of electric types in the area. And then you've got the weird stuff off to the right. So, like, fire beats ice, that makes sense. Ice beats dragon, that makes sense. Pokemon logic. Dragon beats dark, and then dark beats neutral, since there's not a fighting type. And I mean, they don't want to be exactly Pokemon. They've never claimed to be Pokemon. That's really good. Copper Key is phenomenal. I have the hiccups right now. You can kind of see Mammorest cresting over there. Mammorest is like level 38. Can I see him on my map? No. When I get closer, you'll be able to see. I don't really need berries. But just like humans, pals also have hunger bars. And so, you want to make sure you have plenty of food on you. And also keeping in mind that your weight. So yeah, Mammorest is level 38. My friends usually mess with him early. I think, yeah, 0.66% chance that you can catch him. Some people try to rush to an area and get, like, the yellow spheres after the green spheres, and then try to catch him early. Which levels you up, like, a ridiculous amount, but I would rather not even waste my spheres. Veteran Pal Tamer. When you faint, you'll drop some of the items you were carrying, but a pillar of light will mark the spot you can easily find them. You can pick up your items by touching any part of the pillar. You can use a flying pal to reach them above. You can safely retrieve them. Very good. So another thing that sets it apart from Pokemon that I find important to notice is you can catch humans. You can just straight up catch people if you want to. That was a crazy pull. That's a phenomenal pull. It's gonna be a little while until I can make that. I actually need to just start stomping Lamball whenever I see them because I need a pretty considerable amount of wool to make that. I unlock wool next level, I believe? No, 2 levels from now, I get wool. So I'm not going to be able to make clothes tonight, so I need to prioritize sleeping. So these Lamball need to die. The Gumas can die too, like they drop seeds, but I'm going to get my mans to run over here. Pretty low attack from Pupperai. But simply hitting them is enough to go ahead and take them out. And then this lady gives me a quest. Oh, are you an adventurer? Perfect timing. Could you deliver this special dish to the settlement nearby for me? Give it to the super dependable looking one. You'll recognize him right away. What? Why don't I take it myself? Well, it's just that the dish smells so good that pals keep swarming me. I can't get anywhere. So please, I'm counting on you. So, she gives us Farmer's Special Dish. This sits in my inventory for a while until I get to the town. And he gives me 5 Paldium Fragments. So, we have leveled up. I go ahead and get the Stone Sphere, the Shoddy Bed, and the Straw Pal Bed. I don't need the Global Pal Box. You can save pals from other worlds in the Global Pal Box. That removes the grind. To my knowledge, you can, like, recreate... That's an egg. I want that egg. You can kind of recreate the pals with enough material. Kind of like you can craft them, I think, is how it works. Or you pay for them. And we're not going to have an egg incubator until we beat the first boss. That's level 10, and we have to defeat Zoe and Grisbolt. So that's going to be a while. But, I mean, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint with this game. One of my favorite parts of this game is that you can just kind of take the exploration at your pace. Oh, Celeray, I kind of want... I don't have any green spheres. I waited for it to turn, so it's got the back bonus. So I have to hit a 43, and then a 57. I have one more try if this doesn't work. I weakened it a tiny bit, but I got it. So Celeray, I wanted to catch for the XP. So now we get Common Shield, Cloth Outfit, Cloth, Feed Box. I don't use the bow and arrow much. I mean, it's decent. It's decent. I will give it that. We need fiber for it, and we don't have an axe yet. That's really good, actually, because this can heal our guys. Guys will heal naturally, but takes a while. Takes quite a while. Celery, what moves do you... Oh, I need to name Pupperai. So, Pupperai, you are going to be... Scruff. And Celery, you are going to be Lady of the Sea. So once we make a glider, I want Celery because we can glide for a longer distance. The first glider that you can make, despite being really good since it like gives you air mobility, which is everything later game, it sucks. First glider absolutely sucks. There's usually a chest in here. Yep. And I know quite a bit about this game. I do not know everything about this game, so there's going to be a lot that I am discovering as we play. What perk do you have? Stronghold Strategist, 10% player defense. That's bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Botanical Barrier. That's phenomenal, actually. A lot of the early game... One of the guys I want to catch, his name is Capridy, and it just looks like a green deer. Alright, so there's a hillside dungeon and a statue there. I'm not going for either of those. This is usually where I build my first base. And since it's been about 20 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. We'll try to get a Fox Sparks next episode, because they're all over the place here. But, I do hope that all of you enjoyed. I'm going to try to keep the episodes between 20 and 30 minutes. That's my go-to. But, I will see you all again real soon. I'm probably going to upload the first and second episodes together. And I will see you all in the next episode.